What's going on, Diecast Collectors? This is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you all with another next-gen Diecast review provided by my good friends at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to use that promo code OBBYT to get $5 off of shipping on your next purchase. It's got to be $30 more, otherwise that shit ain't going to work, and then, how you going to save money without that, am I right? Because, everything's so expensive nowadays. But today's going to be a diecast that a lot of people have been requesting me to review, so I hope this is worth your wait. This is going to be the first ever next-gen review and first ever 164 diecast review I'm reviewing for this guy right here, son of David Gilliland. We got ourselves Todd Gilliland's 2022 firstphasecard.com. It's a credit card, so it's not like Credit One Bank. Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Yeah, this diecast was actually pretty surprising, guys. I mean, you guys know this is the car that Todd Gilliland drove in his debut race for the Daytona 500, his first ever one. So really interesting, guys. Let me just say, guys, I will say the renders didn't really do it justice, guys. We ourselves had a lot of cool details on this car. So you can see right there, this car almost looks like it has like a polka dot texture to it. Really, really cool, guys. But yeah, a Front Row Motorsports diecast that we got released pretty early on in the year, and we got a diecast for him, guys, even before a Michael McDowell car, guys, who is a Daytona 500 champion. How crazy is that? But anyways, enough of me just going ahead and talking. Let's go and kick off the diecast, really the official unboxing of Todd Gilliland's 2022 First Phase credit card. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, this is surprisingly, this is actually a pretty decent scheme, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I didn't think this car was going to look that good, but actually looking at this in person and looking at the closer details, this car actually has a really cool feature to it, guys. I mean, if you guys can't really tell by the decals it kind of looks like this car has like it kind of looks like this car's like it has like snake skin or alligator skin. I mean, look at that. Did you guys see those dots right there? Yeah, that's part of the paint scheme. It's not just an all black car that I think a lot of people were expecting. Really, really interesting. I mean, it's probably like, I don't know, it is kind of cool, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I'm surprised they were able to do that, and I'm surprisingly, Lionel looks like they did a decent job with this, guys. It doesn't look like, there's any big flaws in this, but, yeah, a Todd Gilliland 164, guys. That's pretty insane, guys. I mean, it's nothing surprising. I mean, last year I don't think we only got one Anthony Alfredo car from last year, which was his Don's throwback car, and then of course, 2 years ago, we had John Hunter Nemechek's 2 diecasts I think that were produced. So it's not really, we're in like subtle ground that we were guaranteed a Todd Gilliland diecast, but here we are today, guys. It did make MOQ, and heck. Again, guys, I'm pretty darn surprised. I mean, I was able to see this car in person at this year's Daytona 500. I did saw this car wrecked, so sadly, it didn't really end to good terms with them. But I think he recently ran this car as well at the Charlotte Roval. So how about that? He's probably ran this car like a few times by now. But First Phase credit card, I've never heard of those guys before. But I wonder if they are just as good as being in first place. Am I right? It's kind of like how Tyler Reddick's I Am Second car. Too bad Todd Gilliland didn't finish first in any of the Cup Series races. He did have a few truck races, guys. I mean, I think I think the only thing I got to say about Todd Gilliland in his 2022 years is that he did drove I think in the Truck Series at the Knoxville race, and he wanted that car, or I'm sorry, not car, truck. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of random. I would say it is cool that we do get Todd Gilliland driving, the 38 car, because if you guys remember from 2007, there was another Gilliland that drove the 38 M&M's Robert Yates Ford Fusion, and that was, Todd Gilliland. Oh, not Todd Gilliland, David Gilliland. Look at me, I got my Gillilands mixed up. I feel like a bunch of damn Gillilands now. Oh, lordy, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's probably the main reason why they front row wanted him in this 38, because, it just makes sense, Todd Gilliland. But, of course, he also had, Todd Gilliland, David Gilliland. That's pretty cool. So I'm glad, they kind of kept that family tradition. But yet, Todd Gilliland, man, let me tell you what I mean. I know he is good friends with Harrison Burton, so it's pretty cool that both of them are starting off as rookies for the Cup Series this year, and they're both Ford drivers, which is pretty cool because, they started off as Toyota drivers with KBM. Of course, both didn't really have the best success. I don't think Harrison got any wins with the KBM truck, but Todd Gilliland did at that Marsville race, which I think, if I remember correctly, that Marsville truck race when he got his first win was when they cut the coverage. I mean, just shows you how bad Fox Sports 1 is, guys. They could literally cut the coverage during that race. But we do have something pretty crooked, very high-centered 38 right there. That's not centered, so clearly Lionel does not know what centered means, because look at that. That is clearly not centered. Hey, Lionel, can you tell me what the center point of a diecast looks like? Jesus H. Oh man, but dude, let me tell you what, guys. I do like, and we do got a little bit of a mark right there, but I I, I think that this, I don't know. I mean, you would think black and like this dark teal would not work together. It kind of does a little bit, guys. If you guys see right there, we do got some dot of these dots right here. They're like teal, and then they kind of fade away. That's really interesting. I think the sponsors are a little cluttered. I mean, we are. I think we also are getting another Todd Gilliland diecast. His Boot Barn car that just got released in the metal chassis versions, which I don't recommend picking up, but the choice is yours. We will be getting a Boot Barn car pretty soon, which I think was one of his sponsors in his Truck Series days. But yeah, Todd Gilliland, guys, I think he only had 2 truck wins. That Martinsville race, so when he drove for KBM, and then was last year's Coda race at the Truck Series, his debut year. So hey, look at that! Look at that! We got our good boys at Circle B Diecast right there on the B post. That's pretty cool. And you guys see right here, guys, as well. I don't know. I mean, oh wow, I really do like the view of this, guys. You see where all those dots are shown right there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this car, guys. It kind of gives me like a little bit of like a Sirius XM vibes a little bit with how you said like the signal waves. You know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of getting with this, guys. And feel free to comment below if you guys have ever used First Phase. I mean, I use Credit One or Capital One. But yeah, definitely is for a brand new sponsor coming into NASCAR. This is pretty cool, guys. I mean, ain't no Credit One. I mean, we do love our Credit One. Am I right? And right here we got the back are the rookie stripes, firstphase.com. More First Phase right there. I mean, it is. I mean, there's not really much going on with this paint scheme besides, it's just an all black background with the teal, and then you got. I didn't realize we got ourselves like a different blue right here. It's like teal right here in the front, but then it's like a regular like baby sky blue or something like that. I just like the different transitions that this car has, guys. I mean, this diecast probably is not going to be the most favorite out of everyone's collection, but I definitely would recommend picking this up because it's different. It's different. And plus, when for the first ever Todd Gilliland diecast being produced, I think this one is quite worth it. It's nothing too crazy, but it has nice details. I think will probably catch your eye when you get up close on this. But I don't really have a car to compare this to, guys, so I'm just gonna I don't know. I had a I did have a diecast. Well, I don't know. I was going to pull out, what was it, like the Michael McDowell Freight Auctions car, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want these type of side comparisons to be any random or so, but we are going to be, I just find that kind of odd that we do got, a Todd Gilliland diecast released before your defending Daytona 500 champion. So the disrespect. Just kidding, guys. I think it's because I think this paint scheme was released very early, like sometime around like later last year or so. They released this. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. We're getting a Todd Gilliland diecast. And what do you know? It didn't get canceled. I really thought this car was getting canceled, but thanks to the power of you guys and yeah, probably it's probably from y'all or from First Phase because I know what Front Row Motorsports I think actually bought a few of these as well for their shops. And we do ourselves a gap in the front windshield, so that's definitely no bueno. But yeah, as far as I gotta say, guys, Todd Gilliland, I mean, he kind of is still like. I don't know. I mean, it seems like every year we have a new driver of the 38s, and they always just don't run that well. I mean, they're always. I mean, they're not Cody Ware like they get into wrecks or stuff like that. But you're pretty much guaranteed a caution when you see the 38 car out on the track. I mean, especially with John Nemechek and Anthony Alfredo. Gilliland's had his chances as well, guys, but he's had some decent moments as well. I think I could see him probably driving this car again next year, guys, to kind of fill that void. I know a lot of people are probably saying Zane Smith would be a good fit for the 38 car because, he's had a lot of good success in the Truck Series. But we'll see how things will go, guys. Todd Gilliland is a pretty recognizable name now in the series. I kind of wish, he had more starts in the Xfinity Series, to be honest with you guys. But, there's not really much Ford programs in the Xfinity Series, so I can see why he made that jump from trucks to here. But, I don't know. I probably would like to see Todd Gilliland probably compete a few more Truck Series races because he only has 3 wins already with the Truck Series. So, and he almost had some chances of making into he did make it into the playoffs. I think in his 2 years with Front Row, but just I think he got eliminated in the first round or so, which sucks. Or like the first or second round. So, a lot of missed chances for this guy. I think he probably could have been a good title contender, but just had a lot of shit luck. So, but I don't know, guys. Feel free to comment below if you have anything else to share about this diecast, as I'm going to go and wrap it up for y'all. So, thank you guys so much for your guys' continued support on these next gen reviews. It really means a lot to me. I know I have a lot more to review, and I know there's a lot more cars coming in, but stay patient, guys. Money's getting tight for me right now, but we'll see how things will go with all these next gen diecasts coming out soon, especially for the holidays. It's gonna be nuts, y'all. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of Todd Gilliland's 2022 first phase credit card .com Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been OBB. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' continuing support, and see you guys next time on the next gen review. And you guys have yourself a great week.